Greetings everyone, here's Lodrik and this is a game War in the Pacific Admirals Edition. This is my play by email match against KilRoy. He is a commander of the Allied forces and for me it is the Empire of Japan. This is the turn of the 29th January 1942. We're playing here scenario 1 with no modifications and yeah. I'm not so sure if we will hear what we can expect. Normally I still focus on Java and cleaning up in the Philippines the last small broken pieces of American Filipino forces. Here's some engagement, but this is all small scale stuff. Patrol gunboat from the Dutch, I think, against one of my local minesweepers, and they don't really want to encounter each other. And now the PT boats are back. Luckily they only hit this minesweeper. I don't know even if they want to fight each other. No, they shoot at each other, but no one can kill. Nice. I really hate patrol boats or these torpedo boats at night. This is always a little scary for me. So okay, looks nothing big happens at night. Nice. So long I'm moving my troop ships around, I would normally favor more inactive night phases. What I always fear is that British battleships are showing up at a place I don't really expect them. Because they're well known and Prince of Wales are still active in this game, so who knows where KilRoy hides them. And they are strong enough to really battle everything what I have. So again, AM against AMC. And this time I get 3 shield heads on my AMCs and this is maybe the end of this ship. Okay. But again, it's really not so important. PT boats striking again. And my ship was already burning to the ground. Good. Or not good, but only a local minesweeper. There's more important stuff to worry about. Yeah, bad weather, sweeping Thorwire. Demons are still active here, but these are the worst fighters I think the Dutch have. Only 2 light machine guns. I mean, maybe at the same level like a Key 27. And the Key 27 is already outdated early on, so no match for my zeros. Kill them. Less cap to intercept my search craft. Yeah, no air activity again. Yeah. Most of my bombers are here now grounded by bad weather. Okay, the Dutch are coming back, this time with British help. And they really bypass my carriers and my zero cap fighters somehow. But the Dutch bombers are also not able to really create any hit. Okay. Good. So, no hit on my ships. Okay. And 5,000 feet is still, I think, the standard altitude for Navy attack. Horizontal. If you go lower, you always have the problem that heavy machine guns can hit you, and this will simply increase, like here, the amount of damage the airframe will suffer. If the airplane is maybe protected by armor, then it doesn't matter, or matter less. So if you have protected armor, protected Navy strike aircraft, you can go low to 2,000 or even make skip bombing with 1,000. But without protection, maybe better keep 5,000 at least. So finally there's another airstrike, and my zeros are not active today. This was my sub chaser, get this heavy machine gun bullet hits last turn. But luckily no hit. Yeah, so some noise from the Dutch Air Force, but at the end there was no really any result. Means my loading and shipping of troops to Java continue, and I can bring more and more AV to the locations I really need them. This is now here, this crossing this river, so I make a shock attack in this heavy terrain, and this is his forces all escaping before. They are all maybe damaged but not broken so far. I have here some divisions, but it's still the terrain is in favor for the defender, so maybe will be little tough, but I can overcome all resistance of the Chinese retreating again. Even the base force escaped. So you can see that the Chinese defense AV is more or less stable, but my attack value is half. So it is it's a benefit for the defender, and the casualties are. I have here many disabled, a whole division, or even more than a division. I have here disabled, but they are only disabled and not destroyed. And for the Chinese, they are one corps is destroyed, and the second is maybe disabled. Plus, a lot of supply gets destroyed. Now I change back here to bombardment. Yeah, I rest my units again. And here's also bombardment. Every bombardment is in favor for me. It cost me time, but I have time. Now here in the north, the Mongolian army catching up with the Chinese and force them to retreat again. But still on the map. So victory for me, more destroyed Chinese units. Now shock attack on Balpapan.
Hello, my misguided friends. This is your #1 enemy, Orphan Anne, from Radio Tokyo, with another blow to your morale and some music to console you. Today, the Imperial government announced that the ever-victorious forces of the Japanese Empire have captured Balikpapan.
So this Dutch space force was really the only Dutch space force, and uh, only militia support equipment, so nothing really to fight, only police. They cannot withstand this attack of professional Japanese soldiers. And here the Navy Guard units, the corners, is Filipino units, they already retreated once, and the base force can really not help them. This is also the end of this uh, force, and all the American Filipinos are now out of, or yeah, out of the war, off the map. Victory. I also take here I think is also mountain hex, but luckily there's only a base force and this one cannot fight but retreat. Still victory. No real fighting units, only disabled support units. And this is only now taking the base, no defender here. But this gives me the opportunity to land here more additional forces without casualties. Taking also the small dot base. And taking this base. There was always this Air Force strikes out of Surabaya trying to stop this. Not that there is any defender. So, at the end, active land battle war in turn, but the air war and the navy war was quiet. Maybe some small engagement at Java Sea with small craft. I lost one of my local minesweepers, but okay. Could be worse. So, the sweeping of Surabaya, I killed 5 demons there, but I lost some Oscars. This I think was still ops losses over Thailand because of long range cap. So you can see this burns my airframes, so it's not able to continue this non-stop. And one Hudson gets ops loss. Okay. This was maybe the one Hudson, there was one Hudson there attacking my landing ships and had a flak damage. Maybe this one was not able to return. Ship sunk. It's really only this one AMC. Okay. So, no situation change in China. I was able to kick out this Chinese unit out of this hex. Now they retreated here to north. So this means now I'm here out of in a hex with no road connection. So movement will be very slow, and I maybe need up to 1 week to enter this next hex. Yeah. I also bring in additional forces to this hex because this one division is not able to overcome this Chinese 4 units, or at least it will be a very slow progress. So maybe I better reinforce this. The Mongolian army driving this Chinese northern corps back, and the final destination will be then Lenshao. But again, maybe 1 month later. So nothing really more to say in China. No air war more, save supplies. No air war over Mulmine. So I can only try to remember. This is already too long time ago. Training, training, training. Escort. Long range cap, yeah. So I changed this to long range cap, but this burns my my airframe, so I really must stop this. And I get here 1 wounded pilot. So the pilot is not really engaging anyone, but he was on long range caps, and he come back and he was tired and then make a landing accident. So now this is not so good. I don't know if this is maybe, I don't know exactly if the game, because these are Oscars and all of these early Japanese fighters have so low hit points. If this is also an impact or will increase the ops losses for long range cap, maybe because the airframe is suffer more easier landing accidents. I don't know if this have also an impact. Maybe with the more steady airplanes it's less likely, but uh, at least with Oscars I have the feeling that they have very high ops losses for long range cap. So Java is slowly but steadily changing to Japanese control. I taking here one base after the next base. I don't know. The industry is mostly always intact. That is fine. Taking here the space. Uh, I think this I checked already. This is also all intact. This space I just took. And here's also industry. All resources, light industry. It's not a lot, but it's maybe enough. If you take all of this Java, it's enough maybe to supply all garrison units in Java uh, without sending supplies from other stations or bases. And also take this base, also here resources and some manpower. Important is only how I can take Batavia and Surabaya. Normally Surabaya is the most important base all on Java because there's a lot of oil resources and refineries. This is all the heavy stuff. The heavy industry is maybe not so big, and light industry also, but the oil and the refinery. This is a lot of points in the Jochen game. They all blow up completely. So cost me maybe 400,000 supplies to fix all of this. This is a lot of cash I have to pay. So, but the good news is Balikpapan, similar to Surabaya, same level maybe. 300 to 300. Not one damage. Say very. This is a little. This is maybe lucky that the Dutch not even was able to damage anything. So I take the base completely without any damage. So in combination with the oil I had here before, only one. So this is in total industry capacity of 700, and only one out of 700 gets damaged. That is perfect. So Tarakan Balikpapan operation was a perfect takeover for the Japanese. So far the takeover in Java was also good, not perfect but good and fully acceptable. So I will see if Batavia, not so important but still some base, and Surabaya will end. Anything else? No activity around Rabul. No scouting information. I mean, no. I have here no scouts so far because I have no airbase, no aviation support. So I don't know what is coming to No Maya. I can only hope that there's nothing coming soon. Nah, Fiji is quiet. Marshall Islands picking boats don't detect anything. So quiet here. Good. Maybe only check the Philippines. So I took here all of the center already. I think there's only maybe one army force left here in one of these two bases. I think there's also some Filipino units. All the rest is normally undefended, so I must only pick it up. So once the Philippines is done and Java is done, I can go for Celebres completely, take Timor Islands here. And finally, maybe in the long run, also take Darwin. Once I take Darwin, then all of the Dutch East Indies are normally impossible for strategic bombardment and also very hard for submarines to attack. Good. Thank you all. See you next time. Take care. Bye bye.